Shazam! Fury of the Gods is the latest movie in the DCEU? Question mark? Because we're not in the DCU yet, right? James Gunn's universe. So is this ending the DCEU, or is the Flash both a DCEU and a DCU movie? Like, is that gonna reset the universe? But then is Aquaman 2 going to be in the DCU, or is that going to weirdly be the last movie in the DCEU after The Flash, which resets the DCEU and turns it into the DCU, leading into whatever James Gunn's universe is going to be? I have no idea. Thankfully, none of that really matters with this movie, because this it's just a movie. It's not you don't have to worry about all that other stuff when watching it. But yeah, can I just, like, before I get into the review of Shazam Fury of the Gods, can I just, like, talk about that for a second? I've seen a lot of people going like, why should I care about this when the DC universe is going to be wiped away? Why should I care about this movie? It's like, is that where we're at now with movies? Where their only validity is how it's going to tie into future movies? Like, whatever happened to just watching movies to just watch a movie, you know? It's like, it's like someone saying, like, so that I've heard that Goodfellas movie is good. What's that gonna tie into? What universe is that in? Oh, wait, you're telling me that Goodfellas, it doesn't tie into a larger universe? It's just a standalone movie? Well, what's the point of that? Why would I watch Goodfellas if it's not going to lead into any? I think it's like, you can just watch a movie. It doesn't need to tie into future fucking things. It doesn't need to be in the multiverse. Fucking Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield don't need to show up through a portal for you to care about it. You know, you could just watch it. That's an option. Okay. You can just watch a movie to watch a movie, just because it's a good movie. Unfortunately, that does not apply to Shazam Fury of the Gods. Okay, it's okay. The movie's okay. I enjoyed it. If you like the first Shazam movie, you'll have fun with this one, but don't go into it expecting it to be as good. So, I'll start off with the positives. I still do enjoy these characters. I still think that this has the charm that the first movie had. For the most part, I enjoyed the humor. There are definitely moments where it falls flat, but I did find it charming throughout. I do enjoy these characters like Billy and Freddy. It still does have the problem where, like, most of the other siblings are just kind of there. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know the name of, like, the little girl or like the two brothers that aren't Freddy and Billy. Like, I don't know their names. So, but their whole dynamic together is still charming. I still do really like the dynamic of that entire family with the foster parents. And the villains are also, like, pretty cool. You know, you got Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu in the roles, and what's her name, Rachel Zegler from West Side Story. Like, they're all good in their roles, and they're honestly, it's pretty fun to see Helen Mirren play a villain like this. But ultimately, where this movie falls flat is just in the narrative. Like, it's just not a very compelling story. It feels very, like, paint by the numbers. Just a lot of stuff where it's like, it's very predictable, and none of the emotional beats, like, literally none of them feel earned. Even though there are some pretty good performances in the movie that does elevate it a bit, it's like you just can't get past a bad script, and you can't get past a predictable story. So that's really the unfortunate part about it. But I will say, a lot of the action is decent. You know, like, I enjoyed watching people fly around and punch stuff. There's a dragon, and dragons are cool. I guess. And there are a lot of, like, mythical beasts. You know what's a weird element about this movie that maybe I'm just not remembering correctly, but I feel like a lot of the civilian stuff in this movie feels very, like, Sam Raimi inspired, where, like, there's a lot of shots of, like, civilians being in danger, and which actually I will say I do appreciate because there was always that debate about Man of Steel and you know whatever where it's like, oh, they're not showing them saving civilians, and I do think they do a pretty good job of that in this movie. But a lot of the shots of the civilians in danger, it reminded me of like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Like, how Sam Raimi would just have these very long takes of just a civilian screaming with like danger happening, and they're like a lot of, and he'll just like zoom into their face of them screaming. I felt a lot of that energy here. I felt a lot of that Sam Raimi Spider-Man energy here, which I kind of appreciated. Especially in the beginning. I guess I won't spoil it, but there's like a scene in the beginning that I'm like, I don't know, just a lot of the kinetic energy of this scene. It just felt very Raimi to me, which I liked. Unfortunately, that doesn't really carry on for the rest of the movie, but I don't know. It's okay. I still like Zachary Levi as Shazam. And like I alluded to earlier in the video, don't watch this movie to see how is the DC universe going to progress. The reason why you should watch this movie is however interested you are in a Shazam movie, because this movie isn't going to be the Flash. It's not going to reset the timeline. It's not going to give us all the answers that we want and desire. But I still had fun with it. So yeah, let me know what you think if you've seen it. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you hate me? I hope you don't hate me. I don't hate you. I love you, actually. I don't know you, but I love you. I'm spreading love and positivity. I was about to say possibility. I was about to misspeak, but I didn't. I caught myself. You loser. I actually hate you. I don't love you. I hate you. I hate your guts. I hate your dog. Your dog is stupid. He bit me one time, and that wasn't cool.